the question say convert 9 whole number 7/8 base 10 to base 2. So this problem now is conversion of fraction of decimal numbers in base 10 to base 2. It's a conversion of fraction numbers in decimal. So it has fraction here. So this fraction now we convert it to the whole number and fraction. That is in base 10, we convert it to base 2. How do we do this thing now? The first thing is to work with the whole number first. We convert the whole number first to base 2. How do we do it? We now do the first number first, which is whole number 9. Now 9, start dividing it with the base 2 you want to convert it to. I'm working with only the whole number. Now say 2 go 9, it will be 4 remainder 1. Remember how we did it before? It is in previous video. Now continue. 2 go 2 is 2 2. No remainder now, but we say remainder 0. Continue go 2 go 4 2 2 remainder 0. We say remainder 0 since there's no remainder. 2 go 2 now, it will be 1 1. Since there's no remainder, we say remainder 0 again. Then 2 go 1. It cannot go. We now say we write 0 remainder 1. We take the 1 to be remainder since it cannot divide it without remainder. So now we collect our answer. So 9 base 10 now is equals to 1001 base 2. So now we will work with the fraction now. Now let's work with the fraction. So now this is 7/8. The first thing to be done if you want to convert this fraction to base 2 is check whether it is in lowest term. What do I mean by lowest term? Lowest term is to check whether there is any common number that can divide the numerator and the denominator. You understand? For example, we can check whether the same 2 can divide this or 3. So if there's no common number, that is one particular number that will divide both of them. If there's no particular number that must divide both of them, if there is not, we now know that it is in the lowest term. So this number is in the lowest term now, since there's no particular number that can divide both of them. It's in lowest term. So since it is in lowest term, we now break the number up. We now break the number of that 7, that numerator, we break it. We break it in a way that when we work with it with the denominator, which is 8, we can get 2 as the denominator. What do I mean? We now break this number like this, which is 4, first number 4, right? The first number 4, the second number plus 2 and plus 1 all over 8. So we now break it in a way when we add them it will still give us the 7. So break it in this way. Then what do let's continue so that understand what I mean. This will still be 4/8 plus 2/8 plus 1/8. Now these numbers now we can now, this is the main point I want to get. So I will make a way to get 2 here. That is the main point because we want to convert this number to base 2. So our effort is trying to make this number, this denominator, to be 2. So you now break your numerator in a way that will enable you work with the denominator for you to get 2. So now look at it. When we now say 4k is 1 all over 4k822, reducing it to the lowest term, plus here 2k is 1, 2k8 4, reducing it to the lowest term. Remember, now we still see 1 all over 8. So now we move on to this one. I've succeeded in making this one 2. I will now change this one to be 2 again. which is 1 all over 2 for the first one, plus 1 all over 2 raised to power 2. Do you see that? 2 raised to power 2 is still 4, plus 1 all over 2 raised to power 3, which will still give us 8. So now, let's continue up here. Now, as we have the number like this here, we still move on. This now means, according to what I've taught you before, is 1 times 2 raised to power 1. I've taught it before. That is what this thing will give us, plus 1 times 2 raised to power minus 2, plus 1 times 2 raised to power minus 3. So that is what I try to let you know. Now the answer now will now be picking the numbers. So our answer will be this one now. We now pick these numbers, which is 1, 1, 1 will now be our answer. After doing it in this way, your answer will now be this. Forget this. This thing is in base 2 we're talking about. The answer will now be 1, 1, and 1. We'll now pick it. The answer will now be 0.1, 1, and 1. So finally, remember the one we have collected here, the other one. So finally now the 9 whole number 7 over 8 base 10, the answer will now be 1001.111 base 2. That's how to work this. I will still work another one in this form for you to understand what I'm doing. Thank you for watching. Please still subscribe. Thanks.